So welcome everybody to the call. As you're jumping on, stick it in the chat where you're tuning in from. We're going to get this kicked off. So what I want you to do is, if you are on the line, come onto the line with an open mind, okay? So open minds, open doors. I love what Oprah Winfrey says. She says your mind is like a parachute. It only works when it's open, okay? So you're going to hear a lot of information about how to earn money that you're maybe not taught in school, okay? Because I know I wasn't taught it in school. It's not a subject. If it was a subject about earning income 1 and earning income 2, I'd have took both classes, but there wasn't. Most people go through their life not knowing. Okay, so we're here just to educate you on money. Okay, educate you on multiple sources of income, because at the end of the day, money is the first thing that people think about, but it's the last thing that people want to talk about. Okay, so if you are taking notes, which you should be, whoever takes the most notes makes the most notes. I always say that. Anyone who's earning any more income than you or is giving out knowledge that you don't know, you should either be taking notes or recording it. Okay, recording it. Now we're going to get this kicked off. I am David Sayers and I'm from Belfast, Northern Ireland, here in the UK. And part of this business, part of this industry, I was working in a traditional job. I was working sometimes 60 to 80 hours a week for 18 years, never had a day off, never sick, never late. On paper, I was the perfect employee. But folks, where does that get you? It doesn't get you anywhere. Okay. If I died tomorrow, my job wouldn't be handed over to my kids. If I died tomorrow, my job basically would be replaced before I was even put in the ground. Okay. So you're just a number. So I found out about this industry. I found out about this family. I like to call it a family through one of my neighbors introduced me to a guy called Bob Proctor. Now, I had no idea who the guy was. Maybe stick BP in the chat if you've heard of Bob Proctor or his material or anything like that, because it was all new to me. I had no idea about this concept and about earning money through multiple sources of income, about the laws of the universe, the law of attraction. I had no idea about any of that. And then I was introduced to this, and I found out that working was the worst way to earn money. Okay, you should work smarter and not harder. And I found out about this amazing way of earning multiple sources of income on your phone through your Wi-Fi connection. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you're good to go. And I thought, why have I been doing the silly things that I've been doing for so long, working 60 to 80 hours a week in a job that's never going to get me my goals and dreams? Okay, so I took a chance on me and I said yes. I actually said on my first call something similar to this. I don't care if you're selling smelly socks. I just want in. I want to be a part of something better than me. Okay, because at the end of the day, folks, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, guess what? You have to get better. People can't look at the government and expect the government to help them or expect their boss to help them. At the end of the day, folks, if you want change, you have to change. Okay, so I've been in the business now coming up to 2.5 years. I have business all over the world. And I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm just trying to say that because literally I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I joined this business. I had no idea what was going on. And all I done was follow the yellow brick road to success. I followed my mentor, done exactly what he says. To see at the end of the day, folks, the number one rule for success in life is whoever has your ear has your life. Who are you listening to? And I simply started listening to different people's, okay? Because if you buy into people, you have to buy into their opinions, okay? And you have to buy into their results. So I just started listening to people who had the results that I wanted, and my life changed like night and day. So now I want to touch on this now, just because I've had results, and you're going to hear from my partner in crime, Mr. Turner. Now, just because we've had results doesn't mean you're going to get results. Okay, network marketing isn't like a job. It's not like you clock in, you get paid, clock out, don't get paid. It's literally the only two ways to fail in this industry is number one, if you quit. And number two, if you do nothing. Okay, so if you do a little, you'll get paid a little. If you do a lot, guess what, folks? You'll get paid a lot. It's called network marketing for a reason. People forget about the work part. And I like to use the analogy about the gym. If me and Donnie both went to the gym, we both went on the same day. I picked Donnie up. We both went at 6 o'clock in the morning. We both paid the same membership fee. But Donnie goes in. I've trained with Donnie. Donnie goes in and maybe takes some selfies, and he's doing the wee light weights and things like that. And I'm in and I'm working. I'm on the run machine, sweat dripping off my nose. really putting the effort in. Who's going to get the best results, me or Danny? Obviously me, because I'm going to put in more work. Danny's too busy taking selfies on his phone. Okay, so you have to put the work in, okay, folks? Now, so that's our wee disclaimer just before we start. Now, the world is changing, okay? It's no longer brick and mortar, folks. It's click and mortar. Everything's going online, okay? By 2027, 86.5 million people will work whenever and wherever they want. And what does that mean? What does that mean to you? It means everything's going online. Walk down any high street, okay? It doesn't have to be here in Belfast, Birmingham, all across the world, America. Businesses are closing down, okay? Businesses are spray painting on the shutters, out of business, okay? What's going on, okay? What has been happening? A blind man can see it, the pandemic, all right? The big coronavirus, everything has been affected, okay? There's no point hiding away and putting the blinkers on. It has affected, it's a global pandemic. It has affected everyone and everyone's businesses. Businesses are closing down. Hard-working people who've been maybe working 30 years in their industry walked up to the doors, shutters down. Sorry, we're closed. We're out of business, okay? People don't have a plan B, okay? Warren Buffett says it best. He says, if your salary is your only source of income, guess what, folks? You're one step away from poverty, okay? You need to have a side income. You need to have residual income, something that can help you out, all right? I always say to people, jobs are great. I don't like to bash jobs, right? I'm not down on jobs. I'm just up on opportunities, okay? Jobs should be used as a stepping stone, not a tombstone, okay? But so many people have the blinkers on and they are just working until what? Until they die or until they retire, okay? That's not what I want. I want to enjoy my life now, okay? I want to enjoy my life now. But yet so many people don't know about this information, don't know that there's a better way to live. Okay? They don't know. And I always say to people, you don't know what you don't know. Now, I want us to look at this statistic. A record-breaking 4.3 million people quit their jobs in August. All right, people have had enough. They just quit. Okay, the number of workers who quit rose by 242,000 from July. According to reports, Americans are demanding higher pay, better working conditions, and more flexible arrangements. People are not tolerating. Not tolerating is a key word. If you're writing down anything, write this down. What are you tolerating? What are you tolerating? Okay. We are habitual creatures. Bob Proctor taught me that in the first seminar I ever went to. He says we are habitual creatures. It takes 30 days to create a habit. Over the past 2 years in this pandemic, what have people been creating? They've been creating a new habit. Okay, they've been sitting at home with their family, their friends, their kids, and they're getting paid. Okay, and then all of a sudden they're going back and they're working in a job and their boss is shouting at them and they're in this negative environment. And they're like, no, this isn't for me. This is not what I want to do the rest of my life. I've found an easier way. I've learned that I can be at home with my family and friends, and I want to find out more. I want to find out how I can do this forever. Okay, so network marketing is one of the most researched professions in the world. People are looking online. How do I stay at home with my family and friends? How do I stay at home with my family? Home-based businesses. It's the most Googled search in the past year. Okay, so one of the main things that I've seen whenever I get introduced to Bob Proctor was this slide. Okay, stick a 1 in the chat if you've ever seen this slide before. All right, this is the money slide. Bob Proctor says that everyone in the world, all right, everyone in the world is broke up into 3 money-making categories. Now, that the M stands for money. I like to say that the M stands for mindset, because if you haven't got the right mindset, guess what, folks? You're not going to be earning the money, okay? You could literally give a fool £1 million, but guess what? You're just going to have a rich fool, and then what's going to happen? He's going to spend all his money. What's in the word spend? E-N-D. It's going to spend. He's going to lose all his money, and then he's probably going to end up worse off than what he was, because if you give a fool £1 million, he's going to quit his job, and he's going to just spend it all. Then he's going to lose everything, okay? So I love that other statistic. If you broke up all the money in the world and divided it out equally among everyone, after 6 months to a year, it would all go back to the way it was. And exactly because of what I just said, if you give a fool enough money, he's going to be a rich fool for a while, but he'll just squander it and waste it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to give you that millionaire's mindset. We're going to teach you that if you lose your money, how to get it back again. Right? We're going to teach you how to invest your money, how to multiply your money, because you don't get taught this in school. Okay. Now, I've been in all three categories, folks, and I can hand on my heart say the M1 strategy is the worst strategy to be in. Okay, I was the poster boy for this. If you looked up a picture dictionary and looked up the M1 strategy, you'd have seen my happy smiley face, because I was there, folks, and I didn't know any better. Okay, I always say you don't know what you don't know, and I just didn't know that there was another way. I was trading my time for money, time for money, time for money. And what's wrong with that, folks? It's saturated. Okay, you only have so many hours in a day. You can do all the overtime you want. Okay, but if you work 24/7 for 7 days a week, you're capped out on how much you can earn. Okay, you can't do any more. There's only so much you can do. And after a while, what are you going to do? You're going to get burnt out. Now, this, folks, this is called the survival zone for a reason. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're always just getting by. They just give you enough money to get by. Okay. Now, what most people do in this category, all right, in this money bracket, is they save up most of their natural life to get into the M2 strategy. Now, that's what 3% of the population are in, and it is a very, very good strategy to be in. It's a good category to be in. And what is it doing, folks? It's trading your money for money. Okay, it's an amazing platform to be in, but it's very hard to get into because it takes a lot of money. Well, in some cases, it takes a lot of money. Okay, but the most popular ones would be the likes of FOREX trading, Bitcoin, stocks and shares. You would have property. Property is probably the most popular one. I always say to people come up to me and they say, "Oh, I want to get into property." I say, "Well, it's okay. Go and buy a house then." And they're like, "I don't have the money." So in the UK, the average house price is around £30,000 deposit. Now, if you wanted to get a house, you would have to put down £30,000 as a lump sum deposit. Now, if you do that, right, and you rent that home out, maybe you rent the home out for $600-700, right? Now, what's the mortgage? The mortgage is going to be $500 or $600. So you're going to make around £100-200 profit per month. Now, I'm talking in pounds because I'm from here in the UK. Could be dollars. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't live on £100 or £200 per month. Okay. So, although it's an amazing platform to be in, you cannot live off one property. So many £30,000 deposits, which you need to generate enough for you to quit your job. Now, it's a good strategy to be in. 30 years time, you're going to have the home paid off. You can leave it for your kids, whatever it is. But I don't know about you, but I want to live my life now. I don't want to wait until retirement. Okay, we're here to talk about money. We're here to talk about multiple sources of income. We're not here to talk about 30 years time, how you can enjoy yourself. Okay, now we do have a platform within this community, which is very, very cheap and very affordable, and it's called Elevate. We're going to get Danny to touch on that in the next couple of slides. But what I want to talk to you about is the M3 strategy. Now, this is what 100% of the population are doing. Okay, but only 1% of the population are actually earning any money from it. Now, you may be saying to yourself, why is he saying 100% of the population are in this? Okay, we're walking, talking billboards, folks. Okay, we are constantly building other people's businesses all day long. Okay, you go into Starbucks. I always say to people, there's no bucks in Starbucks. You go into Costa costs a fortune. You're walking around with a coffee cup and you're advertising. People are seeing it. They're going to go and they're going to buy a coffee. The Starbucks phone you up and say, "Hey, David, thanks very much. Danny just came in there and bought a coffee. Here's 25% commission." No, it doesn't happen. All the ladies on the line, all right, you go and get your hair done, you go and get your nails done, your eyelashes, your eyebrows, whatever it is you go and get done. You take a picture, you put it on Facebook, or someone just word of mouth marketing, because word of mouth marketing is the best form of advertising you can get. So you naturally tell someone, "Hey, I went to wee Susie down the road. She cut my hair, she done my nails, whatever it is she done." Now, your friend's going to go to Susie. They're going to get their hair, their nails, whatever it is done. Are you going to get a check? Are you going to get commission? No. But yet you're constantly building other people's businesses all day long. No one looks at billboards anymore. No one looks at YouTube ads. What happens when you get a YouTube ad? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip ad. Okay. No one goes, "Yay, an advert." No, you skip the ad. Okay. I actually heard my daughter this morning. She got one of the 30-second ones, and I heard her upstairs going, cracking up. We give her 30 minutes YouTube time, and 30 seconds of those was watching an advert. Okay, so no one looks at billboards, no one looks at adverts anymore. It's all about word of mouth marketing. And I love the analogies about books, Like you're constantly telling people about books, like there's Think and Grow Rich. Okay, I've literally talked about that about 10 times today. I haven't got any checks. Okay, so what we're going to do is, folks, we're going to teach you how to multiply your time from multiple sources of income. We're going to teach you how to change up your conversations to get some compensations. Okay, because you're doing the same amount of work, you might as well be getting paid for it. Okay, so we're going to touch on that. We're going to touch on the benefits of what network marketing provides. Okay, so there's no overheads. Okay, there's no employees. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We're going to have a team there. Okay, there's no inventory. Okay, no special degrees needed. Okay, it's not about IQ, it's about ICON. I always say to people, if you're determined to learn, no one can stop you. If you're unwilling to learn, no one can help you. Okay, it's not about IQ, it's about ICON. Ability to work from anywhere in the world. As long as you have a Wi-Fi connection, you're good to go. You can work from home. We had a seminar there last week in Dubai, and people were lying on the beach earning income. People were at the pool at the hotel earning income. As long as you have Wi-Fi, folks, you're good to go. Okay, I always say to people, if it's 2021, if you're not earning money from your smartphone, guess what? It's not a smartphone, it's a dumb phone. Okay, training and community support. You're going to get all the support you need to build your business, to help you flourish, to help you set goals and smash your goals. Okay, you're going to get all the support. I always people actually say to me, it's a bit overwhelming the amount of support you get. But I say you'd rather be overwhelmed than underwhelmed. Okay, you're going to get all the support you need. We're going to move at your pace. Okay, no caps on income potential. Literally, you can earn as much income as you want. Okay, and again, what was said in the money slide or the disclaimer slide at the start, it's all about your individual efforts. Okay, if you do a lot of work, you'll get a lot of pay. If you do a little bit of work, you'll get a little bit of pay. Okay. Some people treat this like a hobby, they'll get paid like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, you'll get paid like a business. And residual income, see, once you get a taste of residual income and you know exactly what residual income is, you'll smash through a brick wall to get it, folks. Okay, residual income, your bills are residual, so why not have your income residual? Money coming into you every single month. You do the work once, you keep getting paid. Do the work once, keep getting paid. Okay, that's what residual income is. A positive culture. Okay, you're going to get filled with positivity, folks. Okay, you're going to get plugged into an environment of people that are going to push you towards your goals and dreams. Okay, time flexibility. We work around you. Okay, we understand that people have busy lifestyles. People are working in their jobs. Okay, you work full-time in your job and part-time in your fortune until you can eventually work full-time in your fortune. And if that's something that you want to do, you can quit your job. Okay, so we're going to work around your flexibility time, your time. Personal growth. Okay, personal development. Okay, it's one of my favorite things. Changing your attitude, changing your thinking. We're one of our mentors, Darren Gibson, was one of Bob Proctor's top consultants, and we're getting all his information, all his coaching training, everything. So it's a positive environment where you're going to learn how to grow your skills, how to grow your mindset. Okay, and then leverage. We're going to teach you how to multiply your time by leveraging it out to other people. Okay, you'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% your own efforts. Service to many leads to greatness. It says that in the Bible. Service to many leads to greatness. Okay. Now we're going to teach you how to duplicate your time and really leverage out your time for other people. So together, everyone achieves more. TEAM, teamwork. That's what it's all about. Teamwork. So I always say to people, as I said at the start, the number one rule for success, folks, is whoever has your ear has your life. Okay. This guy, Holton Bugs, I always say people follow people. People don't follow products. And we're going to talk about amazing products that we'll have, but people don't follow products. People follow people. Okay. And whenever I first joined network marketing 2.5 years ago, my mentor gave me this guy, Holton Bugs, gave me his audio. And I've been listening to his audio every single day for the past 2.5 years. Okay. This guy has broke every single record going. He's like the Tiger Woods of network marketing, broke every single record at network marketing. Now he's earning 1.4 million a month from his previous company, but he's been on both sides of the spectrum. Okay. He's been earning all this money, broke all these records. But when he first started, folks, he was only earning less than $500 per month for the first 7 years. Now, I don't know about you, but I have people in my business who have quit after 7 days because they haven't been earning their £10,000 a month that they want. Okay. But I always say to people, if you're prepared to work 40 hours a week for 40 years of your life, to retire on 40% of what you can't even afford to live on, and you're not getting your goals and dreams, why don't you quit your job? And I'll tell you exactly why, folks. Because people are motivated by the fear of loss rather than the possibility of gain. Now, you might be thinking, so what does that mean? The fear of loss. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. If you don't get paid, you don't pay your mortgage. If you don't get paid, you have no food. If you don't get paid, your kids can't go to the school you want them to go to. If you don't get paid, you maybe lose your car. For my case, it would have been a loss with caravan. You're going to lose something. So people are motivated by the fear of loss rather than the possibility of gain. Okay, but Holton, he was motivated by the possibility of gain. He had a clear vision of what he wanted. He had a clear vision of where he was going because he was plugged into that environment. He had the people around him. He had the people who were pushing him towards his goals and dreams, telling him, you can do this. You can be, do, and have anything you want. Okay, so he had a clear vision. And what happened, folks, he developed a system. Okay, and system stands for save yourself, stress, time, energy, and money. Okay, it's like a cheat code to success. Okay, people, if you want to get successful, you need to study successful people. Okay, if you do what successful people do and you say what successful people say, guess what? You'll get what successful people get every single time. So in 2009, he was able to coach and mentor. Okay, coach and mentor people, over 50 people. I think it's up to 60 people at the minute now. He was able to coach and mentor up to 60 people to earn over £1 million. Now, I don't know about you, but that for me is absolutely amazing. So the seed will always reveal the quality of the soil. Okay. And when he was asked, how did you do this? No, how on earth did you create over 60 millionaires? He says, I didn't create them. He says, I just created an environment where they can actually flourish, an environment where they could grow and reach their full potential. Okay. So he has broke in the past 10 years, he's earned over 100 million in sales. Okay. So I will say this, folks, whoever has your ear has your life. Now, on that, I want to call up my friend, my partner, Mr. Danny Turner. This guy from Birmingham, UK. It's a very, very similar story to me. He's a father of two, worked in a factory, and just decided enough was enough. When his son was born, he just went, don't know what it is, enough's enough. And I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to call him up. This guy is getting massive, massive success at the minute. If you're on this line because of Danny Turner, Mr. Turner, then honestly, you're in good hands. This guy's an absolute rock star. Danny, do you want to jump up and share your story?
Nice one, David. Put some ones in the chat for Mr. Sayers. Say thank you for that, mate. Thank you for that introduction as well. Just before I do carry on, can we also put happy birthday in the chat to Soraya? It's Soraya's birthday today, and she's one of our team members and one of our business partners. And like I said, I just want to wish her a happy birthday. So a little bit about my background, very similar to David's, and I think that's why me and David have resonated so much with each other. We actually joined the business 7 to 9 days difference. I'm a father of two, just like David as well. I've got a beautiful little boy who's just gone 4 and a daughter who's 13 months old. And in 2017 is when I made the decision to change my life for the purpose of those children. Because when I became a father in 2017, I wanted to give my children everything that I wanted to do. But I'm an engineer. I've been an engineer since the age of 20. So I've been in the same company for 19 years. I've worked 3 shifts for 19 years. So I've always been on night shifts, mornings, afternoons. And I knew that if I wanted to give my children everything I wanted to, even my time, I couldn't keep doing the job that I wanted that I'm in now. But the thing is, I'm just like any other father or mother out there. I know I have to provide for my family. So I didn't want to stay in my job, but I know I had to, because we've got to put through, like David shared earlier, you've got to pay your bills, you've got to pay your mortgage, you've got to feed your children, clothe your children. And I didn't have a clue about this industry. I was very, very fortunate enough that my good friend, Mr. Parton, who's also my mentor as well. I've known Mr. Parton for over 12 years now. We both live in Birmingham. I live around the corner from him, so I have access to him like readily available. And what he shared with me, he just shared with me a concept and a way that I could create time and financial freedom, not only for myself, but also for other people. And at first, was I scared? Was I skeptical? Yes, because when you're not used to this information, it does sound alien to you. So if you're on this line thinking, you know what, this sounds really strange, it's not going to make sense to you. It won't make sense to you until you get in, because it's a learn and earn opportunity. Now, I've been in the industry now for just over 2 years, and I can tell you now, I literally do need a telescope to see how far I've come. Not only do you get the personal growth, but you also get the mentorship and the guidance. So whoever's invited you to this call, you really want to thank them for inviting you to the call, because we don't just blast these calls out on Facebook. We always make sure that the person is a fit for us, and we're a fit for you, because we don't want just anybody jumping on these calls. So I have about the Prib. The Prib is a technology that Mr. Bugs stumbled across, and nobody was using this technology in network marketing. There's a lot of big companies out there, which I'm going to say a few names now, which you probably recognize: Facebook, Amazon, Apple. They're all using the technology that we are using today in this network marketing company. And what it is the Prib. So the Prib is a perpetual residual income builder. And inside the Prib, we have a lot of 5 technologies. And inside the Prib, there's 5 technologies, which I'll break down in a minute. But the Prib has all your customers go into it. So as soon as a customer joins your like customer base through one of the platforms that we're about to share, the customers will then get follow-ups done by the Prib, because it's going to be sent an email. So it saves me as a person going out to them and saying to them, hey, do you want to buy some more products, or do you want to try this product? In the previous company, we was into health and nutrition, and I was having to follow up with my own customers and say, hey, how are you getting on with this? Would you like to order some more? And those conversations can be very, very awkward, because people think that you're trying to sell them on something, but really you're just trying to help them. But it's just a perception that we have. So you're not going to be doing any of that. All that awkwardness is gone. The technology would do it for you. So it does the follow-ups, it does the selling, and it does the upselling, and also the cross-selling for you. So all the other services that we have, even if they don't purchase one of them, they're going to get those services like fired over to them on emails to see if they want to take a look at what it is. And then also your team then goes into the Prib as well. So when you have a new ambassador join you, you got the welcome orientation. It's all done through the technology. You have the trainings, the upgrades, events, and retention. Because what this business has got to do, it's got to be duplicatable. And if you're only the one person enrolling these people, you're not going to have time to train every single one of them up. So that's why the technology is there for it. So if you go on to the next slide, please, David. So inside, like I said, inside the Prib, there's 5 technologies, and what you do, you send ambassadors and customers to the Prib, and then the Prib uses data and AI technology to cross-sell for you, and your residual income is based on your efforts in the Pribs. So you're probably wondering what AI technology is. So basically, if you took David's phone and you went down David's phone on Facebook, he's going to have ads that are tailored to him. And the reason why he's going to have ads tailored to him is because Mark Zuckerberg was a genius. What he did, he gave a free membership to Facebook for him to get our data, because then he works with those other companies then, because he's watching what we're looking for, and then they're being upsold what they're already looking at. Because once you know what somebody wants, you'll never have to sell them on something again. If you go down my phone's going to have different adverts to David. Why? Because we're looking at different things. So that's what I mean by artificial intelligence. That's the technology that we have. So the first one into the Prib was IGO. Now Holton Bugs, being the visionary that he is, he's a genius, just like Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos originally created Amazon to sell books, and everyone was thinking, who's this weirdo having a library online? And the thing is, that weirdo now is he's the richest man on the planet, because nobody realized what his vision was. You can get everything and anything on Amazon now, and that's what we have with the Prib. It's an Amazon concept with an Uber technology. So the first one that was put in there was IGO. And the reason why Holton chose IGO is because he said on stage in Dubai last week, he goes, I chose the travel industry because the travel industry is the biggest industry in the world. He said, and everybody loves to travel. He said, so if I get them into the Prib in the travel, then they're in the Prib for life. So then we know we've got their data then, so we can then upsell them on all new products or services. There's 5 technologies in there at the minute, and there's going to be more every single 4 to 6 months, more to come. Then we also have Bill Genius. So we'll be breaking these down. Bill Genius is a way you could save money on your bills. And then we have Elevate, which is a trading platform. And then we have 2 wearable technologies that we had to have, because we're open in 192 countries, and we needed a physical product for us to use in certain countries. So if you go to the next slide, please, David. So the IGO platform, you're probably thinking travel's dead. Travel's dead. No one's traveling. We've got over 1 million customers in 18 months. The company's over 2 years old now, so that number's probably doubled. But the thing is, we've done over 1 million in sales, 1 million sales of travel during a pandemic. So when people are saying, oh, the travel is dead, it's not. And the thing is, being an entrepreneur, we are going to be prepared rather than repaired, because what entrepreneurs are, they look for ways to provide a solution for a problem. So the second the borders start opening, you've already seen it now, they started opening, whether you're vaccinated or not, you can still go, because you've got to have the PCR test. But everybody's now beginning to travel again. So travel is going to be open, and then who's going to be there? Me, with my app, saying, hey, do you want to try and save some money? Do you want to save some money instead? All I'm going to do is be sharing an app with them. I share an app with them, and if I save them some money, happy days, I get 50% of the savings. So if you go on to the next slide, please, David, because what we do, we offer customers a lifetime free membership. When, like I said, when your customer saves, you also say you earn. That's the only way you earn. So you're just helping somebody save some money, what they're already spending money on. If David was going to Florida with his children, and I knew, and I said, David, check out my app, see if I can save you some money on Florida. And if I saved him $500, he's going to be over the moon. And I'm going to get $250 in commissions, $250 just by sharing an app. You get full lifetime access for it, and you get exclusive lowest prices. You get 5-star accommodation for 3-star prices. And this is just an example of one of the ones that was on the IGO platform to the Expedia platform. And you can see the difference in the savings. It's about $180. So that person, whoever shared that link there, would have got $90. They've got $90 just by sharing a link. And then afterwards as well, you also get reward points as well. So the reward points, then you can use them for booking on a room. And then you see your room could end up being free the more reward points that you have. So if you go on to the next slide, please, David. But the travel platform is an absolute game changer, because what everybody loves to do, everybody loves to travel. But now, how about travel and trade? Imagine traveling and trading every single time you go away. Because who doesn't like to go away on holiday? Like, I've just been to Dubai, and I traveled to Dubai with a team, and there was a lot of the leaders, the main leaders, and they was all sitting around on the bed one of the day, and they were all sitting on their phone, and they were all trading. They were sitting there trading, earning income while they're on a vacation. They were sitting there earning income, and I'm not going to say that because, again, disclaimer, because what they earned, but they all made a profit within 15 minutes. They shut the laptops, closed the phones, and they went, well, that's today done. 15 minutes of work of learning the charts. Obviously, they've had to study it, but they collectively got together. They realised where they've got to, realised where they've got to put the trade on and stuff like that, because you're going to be taught every step of the way. This Elevate platform is a game changer, because every single person has probably already participated in this. And you're probably wondering why. If you've ever gone on holiday, exchanged money for pounds to dollars, dollars to euros, whatever your currency is, you've got in the foreign exchange market. That's all it is. The banks are already doing this with our money. But what they do, we play with our money, and then they give us a 0.1.92 whatever percent of interest. And that's why you get something like 42 pence every 6 years. And they're getting all this big money because they've been able to invest it into things that you don't know about. And so they're playing with our money. The platform that Elevate is only potentially running at 5%. They shared that on the stage. It's nowhere near up to full capacity, and everybody, well, not everybody, lots of people are absolutely crushing it, and they're learning it because they've got top educators. They've had some big educators come from other companies, and they've come into Elevate now, and they're 6 and 7 figure earners through this education. So you're going to be taught by the best, and there's you get all the trainings all there, over 50 hours of trainings on Facebook. They have live Zoom trainings as well. You can pick an educator as well. So if you like a certain educator, you can work with that educator. The technology is all there for you. So you can then use the technology. Then we also have WhatsApp chats like the community. There's going to be a WhatsApp chat where you all talking. So if you wanted to put a trade on and you was thinking maybe this trade won't work, maybe I'm wrong, you can ask somebody in the WhatsApp chat, and then they're going to teach you how to do it. But then if you're probably still thinking, you know what, this is too complicated for me, we're going to be releasing an app. I'm not sure when it's going to come, but it's very, very close to coming, and it's for the lazy trader. And what I mean by the lazy trader is all the app's going to be is you're going to get a trade uploaded into your app. by one of the elite educators, and they're just going to say, look, copy that, put it on. You're just going to go copy, paste, done, trade, and that's it. And then they will tell you when to then they will tell you when to take it out as well. So look, it's about to drop, take it out now. How simple is that going to be? Elevate is an absolute game changer. Like I say, who doesn't want to travel and trade at the same time? So next slide, please, David. So these are my favorite, and the reason why I love it, because I've a wicked testimony for this now. Skin Tech is an absolute game changer. Honestly, you've all got seen everybody putting this hand sanitizer on, which has got alcohol in it. Well, Skin Tech is an alcohol-free antiseptic foam, but it's not just for hand sanitizer, which is what my testimony is. I've got really bad dry skin on my forehead, and I have to use eczema creams, obviously what the doctor gives me and stuff like that. But I've been using this Skin Tech since I've had it, and now my eczema and my dry skin has completely dried up on my forehead here. Because obviously, me being no hair and bald and that, it dries up very, very quickly. But I just put this all over my head and that now, and it's now stopping my dry skin. Because why would I not use this when it's more safer than obviously putting all these chemicals onto my forehead? So you can use it for whatever you like. Ladies can put this on just before they apply makeup, because there's chemicals in makeup, believe it or not. And what's our biggest organ? Our skin. So why would you want to put all these chemicals onto your skin? Because it's going to seep into your bloodstream, and obviously you can cause problems later on in life. Then we have a Zens. Oh, sorry, just to say, there is a video. There's a video that of Skin Tech. If somebody wants to put it into the chat, if they've got it, and watch the video, an amazing testimony where they put acid into the hands and the chemical reaction with the screw doesn't affect the hand. Do not try it at home, by the way. There is a disclaimer for that as well. But then the next one is Zens. Now, Zens, as David is flashing his, Zens is a wearable essential oil. So if you've got a diffuser in your home that you've got plugged into a socket and you love the smell and the aroma in your room, then what about having a technology that you wear and you could smell it 24 hours a day? What a game changer that was. I went to the event on Saturday and Sunday in Dubai, and I had a eucalyptus one, so I had an energy one. So I was sitting in the room and I'm breathing in eucalyptus. Now, usually I'd have to sit into my bedroom, and unless I've got a power pack strapped to my back, I wouldn't be able to have a diffuser on me. So now I'm using the newest wearable technology of an essential oil. We have lavender to help people relax. We have an energy one, which is eucalyptus. Lemon one to hide the smell of your mask breath. You know that horrible smell underneath your mask? Yep, that's definitely your breath. So you can have lemon to hide that smell. And then we also have the control one. Now, the control one is a grapefruit flavor, and grapefruit is a well-known property that it's an appetite suppressant, stops you having cravings. So people are breathing and basically losing weight, not literally losing weight, but they're breathing and it's controlling their hunger, controlling their craving pains. So if you go on to the next slide, please, David. Then we have Build Genius. Like I said, this is only available in the States. Hopefully one day it gets over here to the UK. But over 1.2 million has been saved by American people using this app. And it's very, very simple. All you do is you upload your bills, Build Genius, calculate, sees if it can do anything better for you. If it can save for you, it takes roughly about 3 minutes to complete. If you can save money, they take 50% of what you save, and then obviously the rest is saved. So you don't actually have to worry about what the bills cost, because it doesn't cost you anything if you try to use it and it doesn't save you any money. It doesn't cost you a penny. So anybody who knows anybody in America, you want to give them this app, even if you're in the business. And if you're not in the business, when you get in the business, share this with as many people as you can. And you're probably thinking, I don't know no one in America. Well, that's the beauty of it. This is a worldwide business. You can use the World Wide Web. So what we do, we will show you how to find people in America. I've got business partners in America. They know people. And obviously it's going to be a knock-on effect. So next one slide, please, David. And then, so the way to get started is the way I always say, the best way, first class. The reason why I say first class is the best way to get started, because I was always told by my previous mentor, never ever to leave any money on the table. If there's money there, take it, Daniel. And I was like, you know what? I always agree with that, because also as well, I came in on the big pack, because what you pay for, you pay attention to. If you come in on one of the smaller packs, which I'm going to share with you after this, then you're not going to really pay attention to it, because if I had a Primark t-shirt and a Louis Vuitton t-shirt, which one are you going to hang up and look after? And which one are you going to throw on the floor and not worry about? The one that you get from Primark, if you don't know what Primark is, it's a very cheap clothing shop in the UK. I don't know if they've got anywhere else in the world, but the Louis Vuitton one, you're going to look after. So whatever you pay for, you pay attention to. So if you come in on the big pack, the top pack, which I did as well, I'd never tell somebody to do something that I've never done. The first class pack is $1,000. Now I think that's around 760 in UK money, roughly. And also there's a standby fee of $49.95, which you just pay once as well. So $1,049 for you to start your own business. So it's just £800 roughly. £800 to start your own business. You couldn't do that for a traditional business. And what you do then, you get full compensation, the full compensation plan, so up to 20% of the dual team bonus. So what that means is anybody who joins the business that's putting underneath you and they build volume, you're going to get that volume into your business. And then obviously it's 20% pay on that volume that goes in. You're going to get maximum boomerangs, which is what you send customers. They are unlimited at the minute as well. So if you do come in, just send them like crazy. And you get full access to the whole travel platform, or you can come in on the product pack. I personally came in on a travel pack because I'm going to travel a lot. Like I say, traveling and trade, it's going to be the future. Then it's $99 a month just to keep your business up and running every single month, which is £2.50 a day. People spend £2.50 a day on cigarettes, on coffees. So why not run your business for £2.50 a day and have a potential to earn whatever you want, 6-7 figures, whatever, how big you can think. Then the next package is the business pack. Now the business pack, this is $500 plus $99 a month again to run your own business. So exactly the same to run your own business again, plus the standby. So $549 to come in on business, which is around 300 and something pounds. So in UK money, you do get a few less options on the travel side if you come in under 500, but you do get 25 boomerangs and you get up to 12% of the dual team bonus. And then the very last way is the coach package. Now the coach package is $250 plus the $49.95 to $299, which I think is around £220. But for this, you only get 10% of the dual team. Now you may be thinking 10%, 20%, not much difference. But if I said to you, you had £10,000 and you got 10% of 10,000, you got 1,000, and I'm on first class and I got 20% of 10,000, I would get £2,000. See the difference? I've got an extra £1,000 just for investing a little bit more. So you see why we always tell people to come in big, but we understand people have children, have homes, have cars, have other things to pay. So if you wanted to come in on a small pack, which is a $250 pack at the very beginning, that's to get your spot, that's perfect. And then you have 60 days to upgrade and you only have to pay the difference. After 60 days, if you want to upgrade, you've got to pay the full price again. So what I would do is I would literally make sure you get into first class as soon as you can. And then we do have this other small way of getting in, which is just by getting your position. So if you want to think about it while you're in, get your position. You can send 5 boomerangs to make money from customers, but you won't get anything of the dual team bonus. Any single person that's put underneath you, and if they did 100 people in like 6 weeks, then you would get none of that volume because you've just stayed on standby. So like I said, first class is the best way to get in. Come in on first class, go all in on your dreams, goals and dreams, and like I say, be a part of the team on the full maximum compensation plan. And then timing. Now timing is everything in this business. Real estate, location is everything in real estate. Timing is in business. Now Mark Zuckerberg, he invited 5 people to a room and asked them to join Facebook. 2 said yes, 3 said no. Those 2 are billionaires. Them 3 are kicking themselves, and they will be kicking themselves probably for the rest of their lives because they was in the right place at the right time, but they just wasn't aware that was in the right place at the right time. So what I'll say to you, if David has a prospect or a potential business partner on this call, and I have a potential business partner, and David's one procrastinates, and then I enroll this new business partner, and this business partner puts in 20 people in the first week, and then David's business partner says, you know what, I'm going to join now a week later, and then they go to the bottom of them. So what would you rather do? Would you rather be in my business partner's business, or do you want to be in their business? Because the thing is, you want to make sure that you get your position fast. So whoever's invited to this call, get straight back on the call with them after this and just say, get me started now. Get me started straight away, because all it is a decision. Once you make the decision, you will find the resources, the money, everything that you need to achieve your goals and dreams. So I appreciate you all jumping on here. Have an amazing Sunday, and I'll speak to you all soon.
Thanks very much, everybody. Don't forget what Danny said. You're only one decision away from a totally different life. Okay. We're not selling mattresses. You don't need to sleep on it. See you soon.
See you soon.